on, everybody? Welcome back. Level M Dadcast. Yes, we do have ourselves a Mini GT Monday today. I've been talking a couple Mini GT hauls ago about finally getting some new castings. This is an existing casting, but we do have plenty of new ones in the mix. Lancia Stratos HF Stradale. This is Zero Chiaro. This is the newest color, number 624. Not a particularly desirable or fancy model to start with. The Lancia is more of an acquired flavor, I guess you can say. Definitely not super popular with most collectors, which is okay. Get the plastic out of here. So we'll pop this guy out of here. Slide him out. Color looks pretty good though. I definitely like the color on it. So I'll pop that back in there. There we go. Put that guy over there. There is our HF Stradale. Does have the Lancia logo there on the windshield, or I'm sorry, the hood there looks pretty good. Or I wouldn't say necessarily the hood. I mean, this is a mid rear engine car, but it's just another color. There's really not a lot to be all fancy about with this particular casting. It's just pretty straightforward. I do like the fact that it does say Stratos on the door, which is pretty nice. It says that on both sides. And then just that one little side mirror for the driver. The headlights don't move or anything. I know it kind of looks like that. Those are done like that so that they can do the headlights up versions for rally cars. Because after all, this is a very, very famous rally car too. Not just your road going version. So again, not too great, not too fancy. Another classic right here, Porsche 901 1963 in Signal Red. So this is also not a new casting. 695 is the message number. Pull this one out of here, right here. This one's done in I think we've seen 3 colors of this particular casting already. We've seen white and blue, so now it's nice to see red. So now we can do red, white, and blue, which I think is cool. You guys are fan of the collection. It's been a little bit since I've showed some stuff, but I typically try to put stuff red, white, and blue on display in the shelves. Assuming that I have a red, white, and blue car to do that. But I do like to do that. Of course, I am in the U.S., you know, being patriotic. So there is our Porsche 901, which looks fantastic. Mini GT1 makes one of the best in the biz. The kind of jeweled look to the headlights looks absolutely fantastic. The Porsche symbol there on the hood, printed up pretty good. The wheels on the side, sorry about that. The wheels on the side look fantastic. Really like the details on this particular one. And then, of course, it says Porsche in the back, like you'd expect it to say. Looks good. Print's not all that great, though. I don't know, it's just really hard to get that gold to separate in the glare there, so I do apologize. Then there's the deets on the other side. Just that perfect silhouette. And, of course, being the original, 911, it just, I don't know, it just has the right silhouette. All right, newest color for the Huracan STO in Viola Pacife. Pacife. There we go. 746 is the number on this one. It's purple. Just call it purple. So they like to call it the fancy colors, which is fine. But it's purple. So this one's been in about 4 colors as well. So they are running through quite a few recolors, the last few releases. I think they're doing that just to get ready for a lot of this new product they have coming out, which is perfectly fine. That's just the way that businesses work. Product rolls. Sometimes it stalls for a little bit, and then it gets good again. So there is our STO in purple. The purple actually looks really, really good. You do have STO there on the hood. Looks good. The headlight prints look good. They are lensed. The Lamborghini logo on there as well. STO on the side. Uses those nice STO wheels, which would probably look ugly on anything else other than this car, but that does look good on this particular car. And then there is the deets in the back. I do like the yellow printing. Looks good. The wing on the back as well. The yellow striping on the wing. They do paint both the inside and the outside of the canards on the side. So very, very good detail from Mini GT. And then, of course, that little bit of carbon fiber. Whoops, sorry about that. right there on the top for the scoop. But other than that, just pretty straightforward. Pretty much zero details on the base, but that's okay. We don't need base deets or anything like that. All right, Nissan Z Pandem. We're just going to call it yellow. I'm not going to pronounce that. This is number 752. This is also not a new casting. We've seen this one for a little bit. I think this might be the 4th or 5th release of this. This one kind of came on quick. They've done quite a few versions thus far. It also came paired with a magazine. So some type of die-cast magazine. I forget what the name is called, but if you want them all, you'll have to pick up the magazine. So we'll pull this out. Get our Z out of there. Our Pandem Z. Popped in there. There we go. This one looks especially nice in yellow. I think this is the best deco thus far. The over fenders are not completely painted up like we've seen on all the previous versions. They just have a little bit of black lining in there. You see how much over fender there is on the car. I think this looks pretty good. Does have that nice carbon fiber hood, which looks good. MiniGT does some pretty good carbon fiber. And then lensed headlights, as you'd expect, some canards on the front. A little bit of itty bitty print there. And then just standard stuff on this side. The wheels look pretty good. It is very wide. You can see how wide that is in the back. And then roll around to here. Their Nissan logo. Oop, sorry about that. There we go. So Nissan logo, your lensed taillights, and then of course your logo right there. Looks good. What kind of car is that? Let's see if we can get that up to the camera. That almost looks like a GTO or something. That doesn't necessarily look like anything that you would associate with Pandem, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. All right, finally, brand spanking new casting, McLaren 750S in Amaranth Red 775. This is a brand spanking new casting from MiniGT. So finally, we get a brand spanking new casting, but I do have more than just this, so don't fret. There is more than just this for new castings in this particular haul. So get this flipped around. The box popped open. Pretty excited for this one. They definitely needed to expand on the McLaren territory. They've done the F1. They've done, oh, that looks pretty good. They've done the Artura. So, and of course the Senna. So McLaren is no, no stranger to MiniGT, although there's a bazillions of cars that they could make. So there is our 750S. There is the deets on the top. Looks pretty good. Details are very, very nice. The mirrors on the side look good. Of course, there is your typical McLaren wheels. The side profile looks good as well. So they did a pretty good job. There's a wing on the back here. This is a separate piece. So it's not adjustable or anything. So just point that out. There is the details from the front. They did a pretty good job. This is a pretty good casting. They did. I mean, it's, in my opinion, at this point, like, anybody can make a McLaren. They need to start making those crazy one-off ones that really will set it apart. The print looks fantastic for that plate, by the way. Base deets on here, just pretty standard. 2023 McLaren 750S. They did print the name on there. Typically, they don't have the name of the model on there. And then a little bit of carbon fiber straping, or straping, I should say, on each side here. Those details look very, very good. But a brand new casting, finally, from MiniGT. It's been a little bit since we got a brand spanking new casting from them. All right, Super GT. All the Super GTs come in blisters, by the way. So most of this stuff I buy, I get from Surplus Goodies. But this is how they're packaged, all the Super GTs. This is the latest one right here. The Honda NSX GT3 Evo 22, number 18. Up Garage NSX GT3 Team Up Garage 2023 Super GT Series. Such a ridiculous name. So this is number 692, as you can see. So we will chop this one out, get this one out of the blister. Not a new casting. Again, you guys should be well aware that we have seen many NSX GT3s already from MiniGT. Of course, the amount that they can still come out with is insanity level. So there's your box, nothing fancy. Put the box back there. Get those lined up a little bit. Box does include a blister just like the rest you saw, so you can put it away if you want to. So there is the up garage. The details look fantastic. I love the yellow lights. I love yellow headlights. It's just such a cool look. Prints on everything look good. The Advan Yokohamas, you know, I mentioned this before, you know, ever since MiniGT started doing tire print, it's really, really, really exploded these race cars to just another level. The amount of print and stuff on the sides of these, the amount of print up the B pillar there, I guess maybe even the C pillar, you even have your driver names on there. Looks good. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, look at the print on the top here. So it seems to, let's see this way. There's just such incredible detail to each one of these models. It's just absolutely insanity. There is the prints in the back, look very, very good. They even have sometimes they even put print on the bottom of the wings, but this one has a little bit of print on the side too. It says up garage. So MiniGT spares no expense when it comes to these models. Absolutely fantastic. I think they do a great job. They probably make the best 1/64 scale race cars in the biz, no doubt. All right, I got something else that's very, very interesting, though, thanks to my buddy Jason. He is Ja_wheels on Instagram. He went out to this MiniGT launch event in California and was able to get me this model. Now, I will tell you, this particular model will be available in the regular mass market probably very soon. But it launched first there. This is a brand spanking new casting. This is their new Toyota GR86. So this is 100% brand spanking new casting. This one happens to be number 820 on this one. This is Larry Chen's HKS turbocharged GR86, his model himself. Of course, it says Larry Chen Photo there on the top with his logo for Larry Chen Photo. As you can see right there on the top, Larry Chen Photo. So this was part of the launch event down there. I'm sure the car was there. I'm sure there was a bunch of other stuff. I really didn't talk to him much about the details of the models or the event itself. I was just more worried about getting my hands on the model. So we'll put that there. Like I said, this one will be available. So if you want this one, don't worry that you didn't go to the event or that you didn't have somebody there. This one should be available sometime very, very soon. So there is the new GR86 casting, 100% brand new casting. Looks pretty good. It is in a graphite gray, has some white, looks like 6 spokes on there, maybe 7 spokes. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, it's MiniGT quality. It's all that good stuff like that. Got Pennzoil GR HKS Type S on there. And of course, your Toyota symbol there in the front, which is super, super, super shiny. And then a little bit of print in the back window. Looks pretty good. Lensed headlights, lensed tail lights. I mean, it's 100% MiniGT for sure. I guess looking at this casting, there's nothing that really makes it pop. I mean, I look at that McLaren, and it just screams like exotic. This car just, I mean, it's an 86. It's just an average model. The tire tread's pretty nice though. It's pretty good. I like the tire tread on there. But other than that, just a relatively straightforward relative model for number 820. Now, here's the kicker. If you went to the event, there was an exclusive model that was only available at that event. That happens to be this one. So it's basically the same exact car, just in chrome. It's a chrome finish with a chrome finished box. Going to be pretty difficult. These were, to my understanding, my buddy didn't tell me how much this was. He refused to let me pay for it. But I know this model was expensive. It was very expensive for a MiniGT to acquire. So 821, this is considered a normal release technically, since it does have a number on it. And I'm really excited to get my hands on this particular one. Just because it's event exclusive. I did try my best to do completist with MiniGT, but as everybody knows, there's just an enormous amount of very limited, very, very difficult pieces to get. This happens to be one of them, probably one of the less difficult to get. But as you can see, that nice super chrome finish on the box looks very, very good. Of course, there it is right there. The LADC at Petersen exclusive model. So you could only get this if you were there. I would assume that the Petersen Museum itself may have some left potentially, or may have the ability to sell some of those. So if you are in California, maybe there's some left. I wouldn't be able to comment on that, but we will pull this one out. And this one's broken. It is broken. This piece broke off of something. Oh, there we go, right there. The canard on the other side. So there's that canard. So literally the worst possible model that could possibly have a factory error or damage to it is this one. And the canard is broken off. That is a very, very tiny, small piece. I'm sure I can glue it back on there, but it's not going to look right because when you start putting super glue on chrome finish, it is going to discolor it. Well, that is unfortunate. Other than that, it is appears to be exactly the other model, just in chrome. It is ridiculously shiny. You can see it right there. You can see me behind the camera even. Very disappointed. I'm very disappointed that this happens to be the one that's broken. So I really wish the other one could have been the one that was broken, because then I could have done something to just replace it. But this one, there's no replacing that one, that's for sure. Huh. Interesting. All right, one more brand new casting right here. Yes, it's finally here. It has finally dropped. The Civic EF from Kaido House. Yay. It's another Civic. People are going absolutely nuts for this model. I get it. I really do. But it's just a Civic. It's just a Civic. So I'm just happy that we get a new casting from Kaido House. That's all I care about. Tired of the same models over and over and over. Even the only one that it doesn't bother me is the truck, because they just don't have that many versions of the truck out yet. So the truck doesn't bother me. But you know, the wagon and the normal 510 and the R34 for sure. Oop, the guy left his base in there, so pull that out there. So there is your newest. Oop, almost dropped it. There is your newest EF. I will tell you, I do like this one a lot better than most mini GTs, because it's not. Yes, it's super wide body, but it just doesn't feel ridiculous. It doesn't feel ridiculous. All of these mini GT these Kaido houses are just so absurd in their proportions and everything. I actually kind of like this one. I kind of like this one. Not a lot. It does say SI there. Looks pretty good. Kaido house on there. Honda, Civic, Nostalgic Classics. All that good stuff on there. And of course it is left-hand drive, this particular one. So it still has the seats in the back. Just put the roll bars right through the seats, which is interesting. Honda Primo on the windshield banner up there. Of course, it still has that nice multicolored base, which is average for Kaido House. You can see some of the engine details underneath there, so get the engine open. There is the VTEC. I have no idea what that is. Maybe a K20. I have no idea. I don't know my Honda stuff, so you guys can comment down below. Let me know what that is. But looks pretty good. You see right through there. It is boosted. There's turbos in there in the front. So that's part of the reason why this is open. So you can see that there is turbos there. So it's a pretty good look. I do anticipate this will probably be a relatively popular customized car. A lot of guys out there wanting to customize some Honda Civic EFs will probably want to get this one done as well. This one happens to be number 126, by the way. However, there are not 126 Kaido models. We have talked about that previously. So there you go. That is MiniGT Monday. Relatively average mix. Couple new castings in there, though. So that is a good thing. Really bummed out that one's broken. That's just my luck. That's just my luck. I get somebody who's an ultra nice person to get me in one of these models, and it just turns out to be broken. That's just my luck. So anyways, we're gonna roll out. Level M Diecast. We'll catch you next time.